Experiment number 8. Law of resistances using meter bridge. The aim of the experiment is to verify the laws of combination, series and parallel of resistances using a meter bridge. Required apparatus are meter bridge, two resistances. This is the image where the two resistances are connected in series combination. This is the another image where the two resistances are connected in parallel combination. Then we need galvanometer, resistance box, rheostat, power supply, jockey and connecting wires. Now let's see the procedure of this experiment.
So first connect the circuit for a series combination as shown in the circuit diagram. Let's see the connections. We have this meter bridge. This is the A terminal of meter bridge. This is a C terminal of meter bridge. This is a B terminal of meter bridge. For a meter bridge we have two gaps. This is a left gap, this is a right gap. Okay. Now let's see the connections. First connect the positive terminal of battery to the A terminal. Then battery negative which is connected to fixed terminal of rheostat. Variable terminal of rheostat which is connected to C terminal of meter bridge. Then we have this galvanometer. This galvanometer positive which is connected to B terminal, that is center terminal of this meter bridge. And here the negative terminal of galvanometer which is connected to jockey. We have a left and right gap of this meter bridge. In the left gap we connect two resistance in a series combination, and in the right gap we connect known resistance box. In the left gap we connect two resistance in a series combination. We can see these two resistance, that is X1 resistance and X2 resistance, which are connected in series combination. Okay, their ends are connected to each other, so it is a series combination connection. Now switch on the power supply. The next step is first select some suitable resistance from the resistance box so that the galvanometer shows two-sided deflections. Okay, so here we have two resistances X1 and X2. These two resistance having value, that is 35 and 35. So I am going to remove 70 resistance from the resistance box. So we have this known resistance box. We can see that here is the value, that is 50 ohm resistance, and this is the value, that is 20 ohm resistance, and we want to remove 70 ohm resistance from this resistance box. So let's remove, that is 20 resistance. So we remove 70 ohm resistance from this resistance box. Okay, then we can see that when we remove the 70 resistance from the resistance box, the galvanometer shows two-sided deflection when we touch the jockey at two ends of this meter bridge. Okay, so now let's see. So we can see that when I touch the jockey to the left side, the galvanometer shows left side deflection, and when I touch the jockey to the right side, the galvanometer shows right side deflection. So there is a both side deflection when I remove 70 resistance from the resistance box. Okay, and students, remember that we want to take the resistance, we want to take the readings in between 30 and 70 centimeter. So hence we conclude that we have to touch the jockey at 30 centimeter and 70 centimeter to the right side. Now we want to find out null point. Students, null point is nothing but the balancing point where the galvanometer shows zero deflection. Okay, so for a 70 resistance we are going to find null point. Okay, and we want to find out the null point in between 30 centimeter and 70 centimeter. Okay, so now let's see. as we can say that at 47 centimeter we get null point, means at this 47 centimeter the galvanometer shows zero deflection, means at a 47 centimeter there is no current which is flowing through this circuit. Okay, now let us measure Lx and Lr. Students, Lx is the length which is corresponding to the resistance, that is x1 and x2, and Lr is the length which is corresponding to the resistance box, that is known resistance box. So here we are measuring Lx from this point. So here Lx is 47 centimeter and Lr is 100 minus Lx, that is 53 centimeter. Okay, so this is our first observation for 70 resistance. Okay, now for the second observation, we are again remove the resistance from the resistance box, and that resistance value which is closer to the 70 resistance, that is first observation value. Okay, and for that resistance we are calculating Lx and Lr. Now here I am going to remove 80 resistance from the resistance box. Here I already removed 75 resistance from the resistance box. Now here this total value, that is 70 resistance, and we are going to remove 80 resistance. So here we remove 10 resistance from the resistance box. So the total value of resistance is 80 ohm resistance. Now for 80 ohm resistance we are measuring Lx and Lr value. Okay, so let's see. First find out the null point for 80 ohm resistance. Okay, for 80 ohm resistance, Lx length, means from this point to this point, Lx length is 43 centimeter, and obviously Lr is 100 minus Lx, that is 57 centimeter. Okay, so this is our second observation. After taking two observations, students repeat the experiment by interchanging the positions of unknown resistance and known resistance. Means we are connecting this series combination to the right gap and known resistance to the left gap. Okay, and repeat the same procedure as we follow in first observation. Now after finishing series combination, let us connect the circuit for a parallel combination. So here we connect two resistors in a parallel combination. We have x1 and x2 resistors which we connected in a parallel combination. Okay, now these two resistors which are in parallel combination, they are connected in left gap. Okay, and known resistance which is connected in right gap. Okay, so we are taking the readings for left gap. Okay, so same procedure here we want to follow, that first remove some suitable resistance from the resistance box. So here we connected two resistance in a parallel combination. So here I'm going to remove 15 resistance from the resistance box. Okay, so here this is the 10 ohm resistance and this is a 5 ohm resistance. So the total resistance is 15 ohm resistance. Okay, so for a 15 ohm resistance, find out null point. Again we want to find out the null point from the range, that is 30 centimeter to 70 centimeter. Touch the jockey at different points of the wire and find out the null point. So as we can see that for a 15 resistance we get the null point at 54 meter. So for a 15 ohm resistance, Lx is a 54 centimeter and Lr is 46 centimeter. Okay, now for a next observation we are changing the resistance from the resistance box. For a next observation we are taking 17 resistance which is near to the 15 centimeter. So this is 17 resistance we remove from the resistance box, and for a 17 resistance find out null point. So for 17 resistance, we get the null point at 51 centimeter. So the Lx is a 51 centimeter and Lr is a 49 centimeter. So after taking two observations for a parallel combination, students interchange the positions of known resistance and unknown resistance and follow the same procedure as we followed in a series combination.
I hope the demonstration given to you is more than enough. Now students, please take a page number 66 and mark all the important points which are you are going to write in your examination. You will be writing down the aim, apparatus, then you will be drawing a circuit diagram for series and parallel combination of resistances also. Then you will be writing its formula. In the examination, there is no need to write procedure. The procedure is just for your reference. Then we will move on to our observations. The observations which are on page number 67, there are two observations are given, resistance x1 value and resistance x2 value. Students, here the two resistances value we want to calculate with the help of color code. I already calculate these two values of two resistances. The first resistance x1 value is 35 ohm and another resistance x2 value is also 35 ohm. So please note down these two values. Now we have an observation table for series combination. For a left gap and right gap, there are three observations are given. But students, here we want to take only two observations for each gap. So put a dash on third observation. So these are the readings for left gap and right gap. Students, please note down these readings in your handbook. Now, in the last column, we want to calculate equivalent resistance for a series combination, that is XS. To calculate XS, we have a formula, that is R into Lx upon Lr. We are going to calculate equivalent resistance for a series combination, that is XS, by using log calculations. By using these values, we are going to calculate XS, that is equivalent resistance for series combination. Now, third and fourth observation table, which is provided for log calculations for series and parallel combination respectively. I will show you the calculations only for the first observation, that is 70 resistance. You have to follow the calculation in similar manner for the other resistances as well. For the first observation, that is for 70 resistance, log of R, that is log of 70, which is equal to 1.8451. Then log of Lx, that is log of 47, which is equal to 1.6721. When we add both the logs, we get 3.5172. Then log of Lr, that is log of 53, which is equal to 1.7243. Then subtract 3.5172 and 1.7243 because there is a division of Lx and Lr. So by the logarithmic rules, we want to subtract these values. After subtraction, we get 1.7929. Then take an antilog of 1.7929 and antilog is 62.07. So This is the value, this is the XS value for 70 resistance. Similarly, calculate XS, that is equivalent resistance for series combination for other resistances. We have a second observation table for parallel combination. So these are the readings for parallel combinations for left gap and right gap. Note down these readings and calculate XP, that is equivalent resistance for parallel combination, by using log calculations. After calculating XP and XS, calculate mean for XS and XP. Here is the mistake in a parallel combination observation table. There is XS is given. Instead of XS, we want to write over there, that is XP. So calculate mean for XS and XP. To take a mean, add all the values of XS or XP and divide them by 4. We will get mean for XP and XS. Now on page number 68, in a calculations, write down experimental value of XS and XP. That is your mean value of XP and XS. Now here is our result. In a series, experimental value of XS, that is your mean value of XS that you have calculated. Write it over here in your first result. Here B, that is theoretical value of XS, which is equal to x1 plus x2. To calculate theoretical value of XS, just add your observations, that is x1 and x2, and write it over here. Now in a second result, which is for a parallel combination. First, your experimental value of XP that you have calculated and theoretical value of XP, that is the formula to calculate theoretical value of XP is x1 multiplied by x2 divided by x1 plus x2. Just put x1 and x2 value in this equation and find out your theoretical value. Page number 68 consists of 2 questions whose answers you are supposed to find and write it down. Over here, we finish the write-up of your experiment. If you observe the slips of your experiment, in the first slip, that is L20, they are asking you to find the null point by connecting resistances in series combination. In the second slip, that is L21, they are asking you to find null point by connecting resistances in parallel combination. And in third slip, that is L22, they are asking you to find the values of x1 and x2 by connecting resistances in parallel and series combination.